Okay, it updated. So, here we go. Back into some Pokemon Scarlet. It's been a little while, you know. I think like about a month or so since we played this. But the objective here, okay, I feel really done dirty. I forget the controls. Wait, no, I actually forget the controls. Hold on. Oh my god, the controls between this and ZA are so different. Oh! Okay, there we go. That's what I was needing. Wait. Hold on. Is there actually any events going on in the game right now, right? I doubt they really have anything happening in the game because ZA is all the focus. I do have a shiny Minior. I don't ever want to try to shiny hunt one again. Look, I did want a shiny Vulpix. But let's... Oh, we could get shiny Slackoth and shiny Chinchou. Okay, you know what? No, those shinies sound dope. Those shinies sound good to me. I tried to shiny hunt a Slackoth before, and they just did not want to show up. They were just not agreeing with me. Yeah. See, I'm used to ZA, where you just run over the spot and you pick it up. And in this, you actually have to physically... That's not another shiny Alamola, right? Nah, we're tripping here. Yeah, see, look! You're so much cooler than all the rest of your species. You're the best one there is. This game really made me grow an appreciation for Alamola. Because before, it's an ugly fish, right? Like, at least that's how I felt before. And then I caught the shiny, and I realized how bulky this thing is, and how hard it is to, like, kill. It's really good. I really like it. That's a Pokemon down there. That's horrible! I know it's just a lantern, but the water's so dark and murky. That was honestly horrifying. The Chinchou, though, seemed to be... It told me I found a massive horde. They're lying. I have not found them yet. You are being deceitful, and I don't appreciate it. There we go. Okay. I actually cannot, off the top of my mind, remember... Right? I cannot remember what a shiny Chinchou looks. I think it's green. Either that or I am just out my gourd. God, it's so hard to remember the controls of this game. It is so hard to just remember how this is played. And I think if I remember correctly in this game, like, if your Pokemon can't fly or swim, it just won't attack, so... And I can't send out Alamola because it'll just get decimated by everything. But yes, this will be our first shiny hunt for today. I don't know how many shinies we're going for. We're just going for shinies that we don't have. And God, I am really hoping I remember how shiny Chinchou looks. Now, the easy argument here, right? The easy argument. Just look it up. And my God, wouldn't you be right? You're just the smartest little cookie alive, aren't you? Huh. Shiny Chinchou. Okay, so I wasn't completely off base, right? Because its body changes hues of blue, but the yellow becomes like bright neon green. Which honestly looks pretty dope. It looks pretty dope. So if we can get two, one for being Chin Chow, evolve the other one into Lantern, that would be dope. It's still right because you see some of these Pokemon now, and you're like, oh dang, you have a Mega now. Like Excadrill, or Golur, Scraggy and Scrafty. It's just like this is in the past now, and it's crazy to think that because these are still solid games, but it also does make me wonder, right? Because something they did with Gen 6 and Gen 7 is in Gen 7 they still brought back the Gen 6 mechanic with Megas, and it so does make me wonder going forward into Gen 10 when that is like revealed and comes out, if they will put Mega Evolution in Gen 10, or if it will just be a situation of Legend ZA was specifically for those wanting Mega Pokemon again, and they're only going to be relevant in ZA and Pokemon Champions. And then Gen 10 is just going to be its own thing. Which I'd be fine with if Gen 10 was just its own thing and we went back to not having Megas. Because I've said it before, like, Megas isn't my personal favorite mechanic of the game. It's cool to see, you know? It's cool to see certain Pokemon get love again or whatever. Like, I love the Pokemon that are less popular that get Megas. I enjoy Mega Audino. I enjoy Mega Sableye. I love Mega Banette. Mega Banette is amazing. I love it. And you stop following me. You're driving me nuts. And Mega Meganium, absolutely adore. It's amazing, phenomenal, love it. I'm so happy what they did with it. There are so many Pokemon spawning. Oh my god, there's just so many. Did I get too far away from the mass outbreak? Or are these Chinchows out here also part of the mass outbreak? Nah, but, right. The cool thing that Game Freak does with every Pokemon is they just always find a way to come up with a new gimmick. And I think each one has its values, whether it's Dynamax and Gigantamax, Mega Evolution, Z moves. I think, again, Z moves and Terrestrialization are my favorites. Because, I mean, Z moves were just fun to pull out in the game. You know, you go in with your, like, level 100 Mon and then just go into a wild battle and nuke, like, a level 3 Caterpie for no reason other than you can. Especially Incineroar's Z move, that thing, loved pulling it out. Just having a huge, he just head slams into the ground, causing a nuke to go off. Loved seeing it. No matter how many times I pressed that Z move, it never got boring. But I just want a Pokemon game, right? Maybe Gen 10 will be the one to do it. I doubt it. I bet it'll just be like a new location, a new gimmick. Whatever gimmick they do next, I'm sure I'll enjoy. But I would like to see them bring back into like a mainline game just all the gimmicks. Because even like the Legends games, they have their gimmick of Alpha Pokemon. Or, what were you refusing to attack? Nothing, I guess. Or Legends Arceus had its unique gimmick of, what was it? Strong style or agile style moves, which is super cool. Because it would sometimes allow you to either just hit a hard blow and knock a enemy Pokemon out, or it would allow you to attack lighter to get more attacks in before your opponent, which was really cool. And it would be cool if they brought that back. But they're probably going to keep it in just Arceus. But, like, if just Gen 10 comes out, and they're like, here's every mechanic we've ever done up to this point, plus a new mechanic, because it's the new generation. Bam. Love it. Will it happen? No. Is it okay to dream about it, though? Yeah. There's no harm in that. Come on. There's so many Chinchows. I feel like once Chinchou pops up, it's going to be very obvious. It's not exactly a... Right, because these are very bright yellow, and the shiny is very bright green. And I have always wanted to use a Chinchou. I have... And Gen 2 is my favorite too. I love Gen 2. But there are just some Pokemon that I have yet to mark off my list, right? And I think everyone does. There's nobody, unless you have played through every game just multitudes of times, which, honestly, there probably are people who have done that, who have just played like nothing but Pokemon, playing through each game with a different team every time. But I usually tend to just play through a game once or twice, depending on the game. And I run a different team, Pokemon I haven't done. The only Pokemon that I've ever done multiple of is Infernape, Luxray, and I think that's it. Those are the only Pokemon I've used multiple times. But besides that, I usually have a different team every time. And Chinchou is definitely one of those ones that I gotta get on my list of like, okay, I gotta use this one. Especially because I very rarely use water types. Water types, I think, is probably bottom 3 types for me. And not because the Pokemon in it suck, right? It's just because the Pokemon I prefer to use are usually just... Or I look at and I think, oh, those are really cool mons. Are just never water types. Now, if I ever go back through and play like one of the Gen 5 games, which we all know is my least favorite generation. They're still good, don't get me wrong. Just out of all the generations, they're the ones that I enjoyed playing the least. I'll probably put an Alomola on my team, because I have really grown to love this stupid fish. Okay, still no shiny. That's not a problem. Personal space, though? You know, just a little bit of personal space. I also do enjoy this game for bringing back so many, like, regional forms or the starters. I hope going forward, whatever mainline game they do, they always bring back all the starters. Because them doing that in this generation was probably the coolest thing ever. Now, I have yet to unlock all the starters, right? I have yet to get all... Ooh. 27. Is it 27 starters now? I have yet to get all 27 starters. And... or unlock them in this game. But I'm going to get around to it, right? I see this being a game that I come back to as the years go on. Even though I might not be as consistent on it, right? Because the thing is, new generation comes out, you kind of just get addicted to it. And that becomes the new platform for, like, shiny hunting or gaming or doing anything with. But Gen 9 is a very solid generation. Even if it's not in my top 3, because it's not. But even with it not being in my top 3, I appreciate Scarlet and Violet for everything it's done, especially when the Switch 2 came out, and they're like, hey, we understand we messed up with this game, and its FPS and its performance, so here's a free upgrade for it. And I really thought that was great, because it was like playing a whole new game. The first time putting it in my Switch 2, and just seeing how smooth it ran, and that you could go to the lake, which usually lags out to no end, and that it ran just butter smooth. It was amazing. What would also be amazing is if this shiny hunt didn't last long, right? Because I'm just going to sit here thinking I passed up on it, knowing I didn't. Knowing that it's a very obvious shiny, because unless I'm completely colorblind, which I know I'm not, I'm going to be able to tell this bright yellow from a bright green. I just fear, right? Because that is the fear with this game, is that without a shiny sound, yeah, you might pass up on it. Because you're just cruising, you're in a flow. And it's just like, oh, it's gone. But, time to reset. I would like to see Kingdra have a Mega. I know they're probably not going to do Megas again. I feel like this was the last game that they're going to do Megas with. Or introduce new Megas, right? They might throw a future game out there with Megas again, but I don't think they're going to expand on it. Unless they add, like, several more generations to actually get a use out of it. But I think for the most part, this was their send-off to everyone who really loved Megas and wanted to see a bit more from them and do something with it. See? It's so obvious! It's so obvious! And it looks so good. It honestly looks really good, too. I'm just going to double save here. Oh, that looks good. You're tripping. You're tripping. I love it. Now, please just do not have any... We love to see that. Alright. Now, right, what works? I'm thinking the netball. I do actually really like the netball. Yeah, you know what? Let's go the netball. The netball works. Clean. That honestly wasn't too long. That was like 20, 30 minutes. Not even 30 minutes. So you know what? Good time. Now we just need one more for Lantern. And I don't think I had a shiny Chinchou. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, that is 1000% my first shiny Chinchou. So we'll catch one more, and then the next shiny hunt will be, what was it again? Because it was over here. Slack off, yeah. Which, I'll try to get 3, but I don't think I plan on having a level 100 Slack off. Vigoroth, though. Vigoroth's so dope. Like, people are like, yeah, slacking. He's got legendary Pokemon stats. But he's bad because of his ability. Not only that, just, he doesn't appease me, you know? I see slacking, I'm like, yeah, he's there. He exists. Cool. But Vigoroth? Yo, Vigoroth has some gusto to him. He's got some personality. And Slacking, yes, is a Pokemon with a lot of personality because its whole thing is like, I don't want to fight. I don't care to fight. I don't care about none of this. And Vigoroth is just the complete opposite, which is on purpose, right? Vigoroth's whole thing is that it was slack off. It got tired of just not being able to do anything, so it grew into Vigoroth because it wanted to fight. It wanted that passion. And then it just eventually wore itself out or was too aggressive and it became Slacking. Vigoroth's easily my favorite of that stage, though. And apparently people think Vigoroth's forgetful, which is upsetting. Especially because it doesn't even look like a sloth. I don't know what sloth Vigoroth's based off of, but I love its design. So I'm hoping we get a shiny Slackoth today. Gee, there's just so many. Like, this horde is supposed to be on the brink of decimation. But they still just spawn in so many. And honestly, I started thinking about, right, because when Pokemon Champion comes out, that's going to be the new format for all of future Pokemon, right? That is the competitive scene. I don't like competitive Pokemon, but I did think about how maybe I should try to give a few battles a try in this game. And we did. If you've seen it, like, you know that we did a couple online battles, and they were fun. I really enjoyed them. Just the Pokemon I like using are not conventional, right? I like using weird Pokemon and making weird teams. And I think that's just what I'm probably going to try to do if we do go online. Because, right, like, it would be so easy to put an Arcanine or a Fluttermane, a Raging Bolt, which I still haven't caught. We also need to catch the legendaries in this game. I still technically have a lot to do in this game. And I do want to try to complete all the aspects before Gen 10 comes out. Like catching the legendaries, completing the Pokedex, all that jazz. But no, the competitive aspect of this game I think would be fun to partake in. And do I expect to win? No. Because I have only ever done the 2 online battles. That's it. I am not the dude who likes to do the competitive Pokemon play. I think it gets boring after a while. However, I think there's still amusement to be brought out of it, especially because I don't plan on running the same team everyone else does. From what it seems, though, right, competitive and casual are 2 very different monsters. Casual, you do see more people just using mons they enjoy, although you do have some of them that are just trying to get the win, and so they just bring the most busted team they can. But then you do have quite a lot of people who are just trying to make the Pokemon they enjoy work. Right? Now, I fully understand the Pokemon I enjoy I can't get to work, seeing how the majority of my team or the Pokemon I enjoy are unevolved. Just about my top 6 favorite mons, 4 of them are unevolved. I'm also not going out of spawn distance. This is completely on me. I need to just go around here real quick. And I think this is a border, right? This is not a border. Have I ever been? Have I ever been in this area? Yes, no, maybe. That just looked like a border. Where's the border? We're close to it. Right there. There it is. Answered my own question. Wow, look at that. Now, I won't lie. I have now lost where I am. Down here is not right. I could just open the map, make it easy. But there we go. But I feel like that would even be more embarrassing if I were to evoke the map. I am nervous for Pokemon to show up where it's hard to distinguish their shiny, like Elekid. Elekid kind of has a garbage shiny. And so anytime I see one spawn in, I just worry it's an actual shiny one. Yo, this Mirtle's just been chilling here every time we come through. He's a vibe. No? No shiny? Okay. We're gonna go this way. And if we're also here to complete the Pokedex, how do I open the Pokedex again? There we go. What, do I have Lantern? I feel like I gotta have Lantern, right? Because Lantern was in the base game, was it not? Alcremie, still don't have Alcremie. I need Kingdra. Slowbro, Slowking. Malamar. Which I think you gotta flip your switch upside down for that. I could be mistaken, but I guess we will see. Yeah, those are ice stones. I can do that, no problem. Chikorita, I haven't unlocked yet. Which I don't know how I encountered Meganium without unlocking Chikorita. I don't. Oh, it's Bulbasaur. Yeah, all the starters. Got it. Understood. Oh my god, there's just so many. Okay, that's the end of the starters. I keep forgetting. I am so sorry. I keep forgetting the trio that goes here. I don't know what. I'm guessing it's gotta be like, Iron Crown, Iron Boulder, or it's 3 of them. So it's an Evolution 9. Yep, that's all Gen 8. Gen 9 is not going to be here. I don't know. Oh, no, wait. It's actually 4 Mons. It's 4 Mons. So, yeah, no, those got to be Iron Crown, Iron Boulder, Raging Bolt, and whatever Entei's Paradox is. I forget the name of it right now. Raging Bolt, Walking Wake. Oh no. Oh no, I'm trash. I'm garbage. Oh no, what is it? Hold on. No, I can think. I can get this. I can think of this. It is Raging Bolt, Walking Wake. It's my mind is completely blanking. I'm saying them over and over, hoping it can register and ring in my mind. Oh yeah, that's the trio. Because Iron Crown is the future Cobalion. Oh my god, there's just so many of you. Look at you all! You're little fleas in the sea. We found that first one so fast. I hope the second one just comes around. Raging Bolt, Walking Wake. Nah, my mind's broken. Oh, this is a shame. What's also a shame is I didn't know this was here. I've never got Future Sight before. You're telling me. You're telling me that's my first Future Sight? Huh. Okay. And it's simple. It's Raging Bolt, Walking Wake, and oh my god. This is gonna eat me alive. I've never forgotten a Pokemon name like this before. I usually have them, like, even if I forget one, it usually takes just a couple seconds to think it up. So why is the name of past Entei absolutely slipping my mind? Because it's a cool one too. It's a cool paradox form. It also does not have Crown in its name. It is only Iron Crown that has Crown. Raging Bolt, Walking Wake. I'm not looking it up. I can do this. I can figure this out. And then, okay, so Raikou and Raging Bolt. You got Suicune and Walking Wake. You got Entei and oh, I'm garbage. Yo, this is diabolical. I haven't caught them yet. But that's no excuse. That's no excuse. Okay, if we try hard enough. If we try hard enough. Think about it. I also just want this one more young. Because it was either going to be shiny or not. More than likely it was not going to be shiny. But just on the off chance. We got... I'm starting to list off just random paradox forms, right? Past paradox forms. Because you got... Roaring Moon, Fluttermane, Screamtail, Brute Bonnet, Great Tusk, no, it's oh, okay. I'm about to have to look this up. I'm gonna keep. Yo, what's this Geodude? That's not a Geodude, is it? It's really a Geodude. It's really just a Geodude. That's kind of wild. It's not Iron Crown. Hold on. Look at all these Chinchou, because this is eating me alive right now. And I'm gonna look it up, and you're gonna hear me go, "Oh yeah, that's right," or "Of course." Right? Gouging Fire. Gouging Fire. Yeah, can't even lie. Gouging was not there for me. I think I remember it being something fire or fire something, and it just completely not there. Oh, that's a shame. I'm never gonna live that down for me personally. I'm never gonna let myself forget that embarrassment. I call myself a true Pokemon fan, and then I just completely forget a Pokemon's name. I'm garbage. I'm a false enjoyer. I'm not a true fan. Not a fan of this. If I start getting jumped by Chinchou. Listen, man, you don't want to do this. Just let me out. Thank you. Let's see what you do. Nope. My eyes started to get blurry right there. I'm sorry, I went silent because I'm just like, wait, everything's just kind of morphing together. I do have 3 shiny Horsey. Very proud of those. I gotta train those up. I got some dirty online Kingdra strats I want to pull off. My game just froze there for a second. Didn't like that. If it crashes. Oh, if it crashes. Because I've only ever had this game crash once. And of course it's after I beat Team All-Star. It was man, forget her name. Whoever the fire type Team Star member was. We spent like 30 minutes to like 45 for that whole segment, and right as I beat her, just game goes, an error occurred. Had to close game, and it's like, oh, cool. You just sent me back to the beginning of this whole thing, didn't you? Just one more. Just one more. No, that's not a shiny. I'm tripping. I wanted it to be. I was trying to just spawn that into the universe. Any green Chinchou want to pop up for me? Yes. Here, I'll even show you what you have to look like, right? I'll show you what you have to look like. You don't look like this. You're a liar. Don't. You suck. You know what? No. Meant to just... It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, you did nothing to me. Get out of here. You absolute disgusting vile creature. also god-awful shiny. I wish they would have done more with Numel shiny. Because it just looks sick. Shiny Numel is the most sick-looking Pokemon there is. It looks like it has the suds from SpongeBob. You know what I mean? Like that, where SpongeBob just gets all pale and he gets bloated, the sniffles. That is shiny Numel. One of you? One of you. Please, just one more. Come on. I'm not asking, I'm begging. I know. I should show more character than that, but... Not my intention, but it works. Maybe. Not really. That's not it. Nope. I'm going crazy. None of them. Okay. Cool. Yep, here we go again. Another cycle. We found that first one relatively fast, and so now they're just never going to give us another one. I wouldn't mind another shiny Alomola, because something I realized with, right, I mentioned it before, so it sounds like a broken record, but this is the game that I figured out and understood what EVs and IVs were. So once I understood them, really got into them. What I also didn't consider is I just min-max my stats, right? I just go fully invested into 2 stats and then give it a personality to help max out one of those stats. I never considered until Legends ZA when I was training up my Chikorita, because before I really progressed in the game, I made sure Chikorita had all the right EVs that I wanted her to have. And so my Chikorita, I did fully invested like 252 EVs into HP. And then I split the remaining EVs I had between defense and special defense. And it worked out really well. My Meganium became the hardest thing to kill. And that was really cool to see, because it's like, yeah, well, I could have made Meganium very much bulkier on one side, kind of maxing out HP and just bouncing out both its defenses had its benefits. And so I do need to realize that when I build some of these mons that I have in this game, I don't need to max out just 2 of their stats. I can mess around with the EVs. Not all the EVs. Right, max HP, max special attack, max speed, max special defense, max attack, max HP, max defense, attack, defense. Like, for Alomola, I probably should have done something like dividing up the defense and special defense. I should have split those. I also need to change Alomola-Mola's ability, right? Because competitively, Alomola is actually pretty dope. It can actually be a really good Pokemon. Hold on. Because I keep thinking more and more about the competitive aspect. Like a real Pokemon player, you know? All you do is think competitive. You just breathe it through your veins. And yeah, it doesn't have great special defense, but if I were to invest a little bit more into it, take a little bit of better hit. Although what I did isn't the worst thing ever, just make it a great physical wall. Because this thing is just so hard to knock out. You know what? I think I did the right thing with Alamola Mola. Maybe I can just, if I encounter another shiny one, I can make it a specially bulky one. Which would make sense, right? Because it has base 45 special defense, which is really bad. But with its HP, it can kind of make up for it. And then I can just run 2 Alamola Molas on my team. 1 physical, 1 special. Tanks, not damage. When it comes to damage-wise, I just... Oh yeah, it just also can't be a special attacker by any means. Which, if I remember correctly, I actually put special moves. I'm a liar. I have liquidation, that's it. But I'm just trying to say I've really grown to like Alamola more. It's such a stupid... It's based off the sunfish, so yes, that kind of comes across. But I like it. I do. And I think that's the thing that really appeases me about shiny Pokemon is just... You see it, and you're like, okay, that's rare. Might as well catch it. And then you just grow an appreciation for that Pokemon that you didn't think you would have before because it just slightly changed colors, and that's rare. Like, for example, my Pokemon team, this was my Elite Four team. This was my story team, the one that I took through the whole campaign. Did not plan on at all having a Mastiff on my team. It was going to be... Jeez. It was going to be like Tinkaton, right? Or another Pokemon from this region that had yet to be seen or introduced to me. I knew I wanted Grafaiai, and I knew I wanted Paldean Wooper. Those two were unnegotiable. And I knew I wanted Fuecoco. Those were the only 3 that were set in stone. And then I think I also plan on having low kicks, right? Because low kicks kind of got revealed before the game got released, and I saw low kicks. I'm like, oh yeah, that's an awesome bug type to have. But then I saw Torrentula, and I just fell in love with the little dude. Even though people think he's a sucky Pokemon, I disagree. I love Spidops. He's great. Is he the best? No. But is he fun? Yeah, he's fun. I enjoyed him. And I think that's what matters. But Mastiff was never in the running. It was never a consideration. I would have never ran Mabostiff if it wasn't shiny. And that's the thing about it. Like, it made me appreciate and love that Pokemon because I encountered a shiny one early on in my playthrough. Because, like, let's be honest. Mabostiff, I don't mind Mabostiff. Mabostiff is a cool Pokemon. It's rather chill. I think we all fell in love with it a little bit because of the story of the game. But, God, Mastiff is such an ugly creature. I don't know why they did Mastiff so dirty. And not every Pokemon has to look cute, adorable, or fun, right? Like, there are gonna just, like in real life, there are just creatures that look abysmal, but that's just how Mother Nature made them, right? But God, it's a dog. You don't want to look at a dog and be like, that's an ugly dog, you know? But they made Mastiff. They're like, you're not gonna like anything about this creature, and it's like, oh, okay, that kind of sucks. But my boss stuff's solid. Mastiff just never got invited anywhere. It was straight up SpongeBob situation of, you gave me the ugly. We're never getting another shiny Chinchou. I'm just making that very clear now. We got the one shiny Chinchou and that was it. And I know, make a sandwich. No. Making a sandwich just makes it too easy. And I'm not trying to make it hard on myself, right? Saying it's too easy is kind of an excuse for other words saying that I don't have any Herba Mystica. Right? Because you need to do 5-star raids or more to get those, and that's just for a chance. And I don't feel like grinding for that Herba Mystica. Because, right? It's 5 stars or more, which those raids are already hard enough to do. But then, you add into the fact that you're not even guaranteed an Herba Mystica after the battle. Isn't it only like a 5 or 10% chance that an Herba Mystica drops? And then even if one of those does drop, right? Even if an Herba Mystica drops, there is still a very high chance that's not the one you're needing. Because there's... Is it 5 or 6 different Herba Mysticas? It's... You still gotta fight the odds of getting the right ones you need for the shiny odds. Because it's only one specific Herba Mystica, I'm pretty sure, that gives you the shiny odds. The rest just do other stuff. I never got too much into the Herba Mystica hunt. I just remember the storyline with Arvin, and that's about it. It's crazy to think that this game, that storyline, everything about it is like, there we go. There we go! Oh my god. Ah! I don't... This is why we save. This is why we save. I don't think there's a gender difference between the Chinchous, but I honestly don't care. I'm not spending any longer. I got one for Chinchou. I got one for Lantern. Right? There's only very few Pokemon where I actually care about the gender difference. Those being Heracross, because I hate the heart horn on Heracross. And, like, Pyroar, right? Depending on if you want the full mane or just the long mane. Which I'm good with either, personally. Thank you. Thank you for not just kamikazing yourself. Okay. And we'll do the same thing. We'll just use a little netball. Get you in there looking all good. Yeah! Okay. We got our Chinchou and Lantern. I'm not going for a shiny dex, but if I see a Pokemon that I don't have a shiny of yet, you might as well. Like that, that's just how it goes. Okay. And now... God, I have too many shinies of some of the same Pokemon. I definitely need to do something about that. Oh, especially because all the shiny boxes are full now. Yep. Huh. Isn't this a predicament? You can swap boxes. Yeah. There we go. Oh no. This is disgusting behavior from me. Okay, most of these Pokemon in these early boxes I just need to release. I need to keep like a few of them just for like version exclusives or whatever, but I need to go through that. Empty out most of these so I can have more space for shinies. I have boxes named country variants specifically for Ditto breeding, and if I were to do like the Masuda method, I don't really see a need to do the Masuda method. And honestly, it might make me just start releasing some of these. Because it's just, they're taking up extra space. And the Masuda method is just so kind of unnecessary for this. Unless I want some of the baby Pokemon, right? That's the thing. There's some of the baby Pokemon that need... that you need to breed for specifically. Alright. There we go. We got a new box for our shinies. Yo, you're gonna get absolutely decimated, I hope you know. Just get out of here. Bye. Don't come back. Okay. I also do think I want to switch my Heracross's ability to Moxie. I think for me, personally, that would be more beneficial. I'd rather just set up a Swords Dance. Okay. Now that the Chinchou's out the way, time to get a shiny Slack off. Preferably two. One for Slack King, one for Vigoroth. And I know Vigoroth doesn't have the greatest shiny. Cool, thanks. So why did you even light up in yellow if I don't even meet your requirements? Kind of rude, you're wasting my time. They also need to fix Bellossom. Bellossom has not been patched yet. And it's just a Pokemon that just runs in the sky. Brother. And I don't know why Bellossom is like the only Pokemon that does. Oh! Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see what we got. Okay. I can't remember. You know what? They were here last time too. The last time I had to... Because I've tried doing this shiny hunt before. I tried doing the shiny Slackoths and I just had no luck. But they were on the shore last time as well. So this works out perfectly. There's just so many loose items. And honestly, one of my favorite Megas gotta be Meowstic. I'm very happy that they got a Mega. Still find it weird that they waited till the DLC, but I ain't gonna complain. They got a Mega. They needed it. It was good. Kind of seeing the fusion between the male and female. It was pretty cool. And I know Slackoth shiny is like purple. It's a very purple, pinkish hue. Not even really pink. It's very purple. And he's just going on a rampage, taking out whatever he wants. You know what? Good on you. Not gonna lie, the sun setting makes them easier to see. Although I don't know if they'll be difficult to see in the first place. Right, because it's just getting it down to odds, hoping for the best. I would like to try to figure out how to use Vigoroth competitively. Right, because Slacking has zero use because of its horrible ability. If I were to do doubles, the way I can see Slacking working is using skill swap, right? Because I think Audino gets that, and I think Audino's in this game. I don't think Audino's in this game. I think I'm blown. I think I'm wrong is what I'm trying to say. And again, see, they just float. They just float. They just float. Yo, I'm literally spamming. I'm spamming my bumper for him to get over here. He will not. I need you to focus on these dudes right here. That's all I need you to do. Right? Like, I need to figure out a double battle strat to where I can use skill swap on Slacking, transfer it to the enemy. He can just stay out there and wreak havoc. I would also like to try to figure out like a strat for Regigigas, because Regigigas obviously has slow start. And probably do the same thing, like skill swap. I want to try to use skill swap strats, use stuff that's less commonly seen or heard of. Be unique with it. God, so many crab brawlers. Crab brawlers are to the beach what Veluza is to the water. Like, water hunting is probably the... Water shiny hunting is probably the worst thing to do in this game. At least in Paldea, right? This area, the Dome, Blueberry Academy, not bad. It's actually quite nice. But I think we all hate Veluza. It's also the equivalent of like Zubat, like a Zubat in a cave. Just how often you just run into them. Alright, come on now. Let's go speak to it. Oh, you picked a bad fight. I'm gone. Mega Crabominable really threw me off. I was not expecting Mega Crabominable. But I don't mind it, right? As Alola's only Ice-type Pokemon, and no, I'm not counting Alolan Sandshrew or Alolan Vulpix, because those were already Pokemon that previously existed that just got a new typing. I don't count them. An original Ice type from Alola. The only type was Crabominable. And everyone hated the thing, for fair reasons. You look at Crabominable, you want to puke. But they took that ugliness and really just, like, went running over the hills with it. They made sure, they're like, okay, if we're going to make an ugly Pokemon, we're going to make the most out of it. So they gave it the creepiest legs ever, made it excessively just hideous to look at. And it works. It works. I'm happy that Crabominable got a Mega, even though I never really plan on using it. It's cool that it did. It's also cool that Skullvillain got one. People are hating or hate Skullvillain because of its stats and everything. I love Skullvillain. I did kind of want to use one on my playthrough when I saw Arvin with one, but my team was already made up and decided. Otherwise, definitely would have used one. The grass fire typing is really unique. Its design is cool. Yo! Okay. That's actually dope. Oh, do I have any Premier Balls left? Oh, I have 3. Oh, you would be perfect for a Premier Ball. Oh, that did nothing. Please? Please. If I say please, will it work? Will you stay? I don't think you will. Yeah. Do I have... Yeah! I think you're very specially defensive. You're my special defense dude, are you not? Yeah, you're my special defense dude. Because I know my Heracross is specially defensive as well. I still don't think it's going to take an extra sensory too well when it, or a future sight too well when it's 100 base power, 120. What if you were to stay in, let's say, man, you're just so cool. A luxury? A luxury, right? Yeah, a luxury. I'm good with it being in a luxury. It's definitely a Pokemon that screams luxury. So an unexpected shiny, but a much appreciated one. I would like a male shiny Meowstic too, just so I can have both. But I really like Meowstic and Esper. They're cool Pokemons. I was going to use one in my second playthrough of Gen 6, right? Because I mentioned before, I'm running through Pokemon X. Because I played Pokemon Y back when it first came out. And so I'm playing through Pokemon X to kind of re-experience Gen 6. And Meowstic was so close to being on my team. And I forget what I replaced Meowstic with or what I chose over Meowstic. But I did. I chose something else. And it's just, they're cool mons. Also, Esper, love encountering it in this game. It is the most infuriating thing to try to catch. I think it took me around 8 encounters with an Esper to catch my first one in Legend ZA. Because they just run or dissipate into thin air when they see you. It is the most infuriating thing to come across. Oh, I didn't save yet, did I? Oh, it was the shading of the tree. Yo, there's so many crab brawlers. They're just everywhere. Alright. Let's eliminate these dudes. I think these ones will also be nice to catch as shiny because you can easily just sneak up behind them. Because they don't turn, they don't move. And you can just get that crit chance on them. Which this dude's going in the nest ball, alright? I know the purple doesn't match, but also he changes colors when he evolves. And I don't plan on keeping a slack ball. But a nest ball just feels the most fitting. How about I just don't? Yeah. Toodaloo. Get out of here. With Scarlet and Violet being out for 3 years now, which is crazy to think how long it's been out, right? Because anytime, like, it's the new generation, it just, you're in the moment of it, and then you realize, like, oh, dang, it's been years since this game actually came out. And then you come to realization that means that they're probably coming up with the next one right around the corner. Like, when Gen 8 came to an end, it was really sad. I had very fond memories of Gen 8. And it's not like you can't go back and play the games, but nothing beats the first time experience of booting up the game for the first time and playing through it the first time. And so when Gen 10 comes around, which I feel like Gen 10 is going to be announced this year, right? Because it's been 3 years since Gen 9. And 3 to 4 years, I feel like, is pretty typical for the spacing on the generations. That's how it was with Gen 6 to Gen 7. Was we got Gen 6, a year later, we got a Gen 3 remake. And then a couple years after that, we got the announcement for Sun and Moon. Which, God, Sun and Moon announcements, I was on... Oh. I wasn't paying attention. Oh. That's a shame. Oh, that's a shame. I guess we could go shiny Hoppit. I do like me green Hoppit. Oh, that's a shame. Wait, what if we connect to the internet? I don't think they're still doing events for Scarlet and Violet. I know they're still doing the online competitions because this is still where the online tournaments are held. Or Pokemon tournaments, right? Pokemon tournaments are still being held on Scarlet and Violet for right now. Until Pokemon Champions comes out. Wait. I never got to do this because didn't this happen like only a week or 2 weeks after the game came out? I was still at the beginning of the game because, again, I take my time playing the game. This came out so soon after the game was released, and I'm like, oh, I don't have the means to fight that. Or I'm not able to take that down. However, now, what do we take? Right? Because it's going to have a dragon move. It's going to... Hold on. Alright. Does it tell you? Does it tell you? News. Does it tell you? Okay. Terra Raid Mighty Charizard. Yeah. Okay. What are his moves? What are his moves? Come on now. Yo, Reddit, give me something. Don't use Reddit. Understood. You know what? Cerebee's good. Cerebee usually tells you what's going on. They had one in 2024. January 16th. Oh my god, it is 2026. I keep forgetting that. Okay, so it's going to have Dragon Pulse, Fire Blast, Hurricane, Focus Blast, additional moves, Overheat, Terror Blast, Sunny Day, Inferno. Yo, this thing has 8 moves? Oh, no. Okay, so... But it doesn't have a poison type move or anything for a fairy type. But Wigglytuff does not have good defenses, and while I would love more than anything to take my Wigglytuff out there, I just know it's not gonna do. Oh, what do I do? Also, it's a special attacker, right? Oh, yeah. So, all its moves are special. Which means... I'll take my Pichu. So, no steel, no ice. No ground. No bug or fighting. Because it has Hurricane. And I got hiccups now. I can't be statused. Which it's probably going to try to burn. A fairy fire type. Those don't exist yet. There's not a fairy fire type. Now the thing is, yes, I can also Terra to get out of a position like that. But I'm not the best with Terras. I'm guessing Perish Song doesn't work. Oh my god, wait. Oh, it has Focus Blast. Wait. But Focus Blast is made neutral. These hiccups, I could try to run Carbink. Right? Because Carbink can be support. Hold on. Wait. I put y'all in the wrong box. I'm sorry. This is not the box you belong in. Oh, these hiccups. You are physically defensive, not specially. I'm sorry, Alamola Mola. I cannot use you. Ooh. Oh, these hiccups. Okay, so I'm actually between... No, because you have Hurricane. Gosh. Oh, wait. Water Psychic? That actually... Hold up. You might actually be good. No, I made you physical. You're garbage. Oh my god. These hiccups. Oh! Oh, I'm dying. This is the enemy. I'm gonna see myself out now. Okay. I hate hiccups. They are the worst thing the human body can do to you. Those and sneezes. I'm gonna end everything. Everything in my vicinity is just gonna get decimated, obliterated. There will be no buildings, no roads, no cars, no food, no trees, no nature. I'm just gonna self-destruct. Call it a day. If I keep hiccuping. Oh, it's so bad. Okay. I might be crazy, but I feel like carbing because I also gave it a plus special defense nature. Therefore, with this Charizard being like it's good. And because it only has special moves, right? It only has special moves. Do not teach it Rain Dance because its Hurricanes will become 100% accurate. But get rid of Iron Defense, won't need it. I could do an Iron Defense body press set if I wanted to, but I'm going to be here for support, right? That's going to be... Ayo. Can I learn any support moves? Any support moves at all? This boosts the special defense of rock types, right? This boosts the special defense of rock types. I mean, yeah, it would hurt my teammates a little bit, but... Hold on. I just gotta make sure. If these hiccups don't stop! Gosh dang it! Like, I'm just double checking. Oh yeah, I can run rest. I can be annoying to this Charizard. Because it just won't. Okay. I'm not gonna want Charizard skills. That just isn't going to happen. But do that, yeah. And Sandstorm, honestly, if I want to boost my special defense even more, but Calm Mind is probably going to be good. But and I'm not going to give it Light Clay because it'll allow me to use Light Screen more often because I'm going to run out of things to do. But I'm gonna have... No, okay, so I'm just gonna do Moonblast. Because if I don't... Even though Sandstorm would be beneficial for me, would not be beneficial for my other squad mates, right? So here's what this is the setup. Leftovers for constant healing. Rest for once our HP gets low. Because I'll only be asleep for 2 turns. I'll wake up. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll be good. So, let's go ahead. Do that Charizard battle. I'll get myself a Mighty Mark Charizard. I was lying. It doesn't exist. Son of a gun. I was hoping it would be right there. I was also hoping these hiccups would go away. It's not happening. Oh, you know what? I can also go to the Paldea region myself. That's also a thing I can do. Gee willikers, Batman. Where is one? There's gotta be one somewhere. There we go. Right there. I haven't had hiccups in so long. I hate hiccups more than anything. They're my least favorite thing in this world. Nothing will ever top them. These are abysmal. I hate whoever I hate how the body just one day went like, you know what if we just made everything miserable for your body for a little bit? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. Just before we do this. Okay, cool. I will be the host then. Yep. Is that 8 stars? 7. It's 7 stars. It is a 7-star raid. Great. We love to see it. No! Blinding! Yo, these hiccups need to stop right now. They need to stop. Yo, 3 of us are running shinies. We love to see it. Okay. If you could pop up my... We haven't even done anything to you yet. Ha ha! You aren't breaking through. Yes! Yes! Yes, please keep missing. Keep missing. Let's do it. He's bound to hit one eventually, but it's gonna... Gonna do nothing. I'm pretty sure my leftovers... Yeah, my leftovers just fully healed me. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna get our light screen back up. No ability. Okay, calm mind. Okay, so it does a little bit more, but it's okay. It still just does such unimportant damage. Hold on. Yeah. It's taking so long. These battles take so long. Love it! Oh, I'm fully healed again, by the way. I was fully healed again. He just can't do anything to me, and I love it. Carbink is so good! Oh yeah, fire type move. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Oh, and if he were to get me low on health, I would just pull out the rest and just ruin his day. Oh, he has solar power? Oh yeah, you're just chopped, dude. You're chopped. Oh, you're chopped. You tried to use Dragon Pulse on me? Oh! You fool! That was fun. Okay, people, I love Carping, by the way. I love Carping. It's such a cool Pokemon. I enjoy it so much. Yeah. Yeah, I'm finally getting this special event Charizard. I'll just do an Ultra. I don't need to do anything outstanding, just an Ultra. We love to see it. And Herba Mysticas, right? Because I think Herba Mysticas! I don't know if those are the ones. And Rare Candies, Mints, Ability Patch. Oh, that was dope. That was good. That was great. And it's gone. But you know what? That did really good. I know I'm like really dark and hard to see right now. But it's okay. Oh. Oh, I'm so happy this came back so I could actually get that. Yeah, so I need to work on its stats, which is fine. I don't know what I'm going to do. It probably max special attack in either HP or speed. It is level 100, so I'm probably going to do HP. I just think that would probably be good for it with solar power, unless I were to give it an ability patch to change its ability, which is like Blaze, I'm pretty sure. I think it just has Blaze and solar power, so... or I might keep solar power and just use it as like a life orb situation, because that's basically what solar power is. I feel like it's just a life orb. But yeah, no, that was dope. That was good. We got 3 shinies today. One of them unexpected. One of the groups we accidentally finished off by accident, right? Because I didn't mean to kill the snack off. That just happened. I was just muttering along and accidentally did that. So, oops, but it's okay. We got the Mightiest Mark Charizard, which I love. That's great. And that's going to go ahead, and that's going to do it for me today. So, thank you to all who watched me during the stream. Thank you to those of you who watch after. Whenever you see this, hope you have a great day, great night. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and take it easy. I gotta turn on a light.